My name is Jocelyn Ray.
Hi, my name's Gabby.
I grew up in Wink, Texas.
I grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas.
I now live in Corpus Christi, and I'm a pastor's kid.
And I'm a pastor's kid.
I think my favorite thing growing up as a pastor's kid is we got to travel a lot because we got to go to conferences. And since my dad didn't have like a set schedule, we got to do a lot of family things together.
So my dad was the pastor in my church, and my mom was the worship leader for the church.
A common misconception about pastor's kid, I would say, is that pastor's kids are all really bad, but really they're just like any other kid who make mistakes. And that was the main one I think I got whenever I was in high school. People would think I should be rebellious, but I really wasn't.
I learned a lot growing up as a pastor's kid, but one thing that really stuck with me was discerning right from wrong, and it helped a lot during elementary school, which many don't really think, and it definitely helped a lot in high school, which a lot of stuff happens in high school, so I'm very blessed and happy that I was able to learn that from my parents.
A common misconception about pastors is they think that they only work on Sundays or when church is in session, but really it's a full-time job. They're always on call, visiting people in hospitals, praying for people, doing ministry 24/7, so it's not just a Sunday job.
Growing up in church was, I'm just gonna be raw, I didn't really care about it. I really didn't. I would just be running in the little aisles of the chairs and goofing off in the back, not really listening to my dad or anything. And I wish I had.
Church for me was kind of just life, I guess, because my dad became a pastor when the year I was born. So I've never really known anything besides church, like not going to church or being unchurched. So it was very normal for me. The way it's changed was a huge deal whenever I was not under the covering of my parents anymore, and I had to choose for myself to go to church when I was in college. And that was a huge shift in my spiritual life whenever I chose Jesus for myself and desired Him for myself.
Growing up, my view of God was very black and white. I really didn't have a relationship with God when I was growing up, and that wasn't anybody's fault. That was just my fault. I was just in my little world. But now I'm blessed to have a relationship with God, and it's so radiant and colorful, and I can see every color of the rainbow, and it's awesome.
The way being a preacher's kid shaped my view of God is I really got a great foundation of who God is, that He's good. I know the foundations of the main Bible stories, I guess, from Sunday school.
So now I have a relationship with God, and it's amazing. I actually enjoy going to church, and I've grown to have a family there. Not actual family, but my brothers and sisters that are in Christ, and they're awesome, and I just love going, and it's awesome.
So the foundation of growing up as a pastor's kid has really changed my view. Is whenever I would make bad mistakes, I know I can always come back to Jesus and work through that with God. And just like the verse in Proverbs where it says, train up a child where they should go and they will not depart from it, that has been true in my life. When I've gone through seasons where I wasn't walking with the Lord, I knew I can always come back.
So my favorite memory with my parents would have to be like the holidays and my birthdays, because we would throw like these big celebrations, and Christmas was my favorite because in my church we would have these two Christmas trees in the front, and they would be decorated so beautifully, and I can remember every little detail on it, and I don't know why it's so like engraved in my memory, but it was fun just seeing all the decorations and the atmosphere change because of them.
My favorite memory with my dad was whenever I got saved. He was a part of it, and he walked me through the prayer, and I was baptized by my grandpa, who's also a pastor, so it was really special to be a part of that.
Some advice I would give to any pastor's kids or kids that their parents are in ministry would be to always trust your parents and realize that they know what they're doing and what they're saying to you. The rules are for your own good, and listen to them. Listen to their sermons. Maybe you won't quite understand them, but God knows why you're listening to them then, and He will bring them back when you're ready to really understand that message. And just love them unconditionally, even if they mess up, because everyone messes up.
The advice I have for preachers' kids and kids whose parents are in ministry is just to trust them, because they're trying their best to obey the Lord, and they hear from God, so just trust them. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for following the heartbeat of God and obeying Him and showing me what Jesus' love looks like from the moment I was born.
Hey Mom, hey Dad, I just wanted to say thank you for trusting me always and challenging me every day, and still challenging me. We love you so much.